Oh, I got a 5-star rating, bro. On Marketplace. What?
What? 5-star rating on Marketplace.
Yeah. I have 5 reviews.
5 reviews, bitch, in your face.
555.
5-star rating on Marketplace. Let's see if we can make this work again.
On a journey through deep space, trapped in a war, 2 pirates fight the good fight, armed with only 6 strings and some pretty bitchin' beards. It's time for your weekly dose of pirate madness. You're now listening to the Guitar Pirates Podcast.
What's up, everyone? Guys, and welcome to the first time we've actually had to do a take 2.
This is
Episode 101. This is
100
the first time. 100, I don't know, probably 30 or 40 at this point.
105.5555555.
We actually had a mess up because of this janky small ass cable that is dangling in my dog and me trying to get her out of here. Wow.
She's adorable though, so
Oh yeah, it's
can't
just
stay too
it's
mad.
frustrating in the moment. Can't stay too mad. Whatever.
I mean, I was only in the middle of a non-important thing I was trying to say that I can't even remember now. So,
dude,
it was not important.
it was not important, but we're gonna get into it. What it is important, guys. This is episode 101 of Guitar Pirates Podcast, your weekly music news, guitar gear, and facial sport club show. I'm your host, Josh Jones,
And I'm your co-host, Jim Stager.
guys. We're going into the fallout, all out of NAMM. Jim was talking to me earlier before everything happened, the fact that NAMM is smaller, the real estate in NAMM is smaller this year.
Yes.
Is Kerry King gonna save Dean?
That's a man.
We were saying that's a Scooby-Doo episode that needs to be made.
100%. It's
I was talking about Gibson and their money rake because of the Gibson Greenie.
Yeah.
That standard is flying. I mean, geez Louise, man. Like, geez Louise, Papa Cheese, that thing is going crazy.
Did you see James Hetfield could have bought that Greenie first?
You know what?
He passed on it.
Here, didn't we talk about this? They posted that video and everybody, it's all about Greenie and da 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 da. He has on a rarer Les Paul.
Well, yeah.
That factory black 59 with the zebra in the neck and the Bigsby, that's all factory. That's a rarer Les Paul.
But it's not a Greenie.
It's not Greenie though. I get it, but still in guitar nerd lore, everybody, I'm over here like no, but
well, it's also like in guitar.
I get it.
It's like if you had a chance to buy a custom shop SRV or the actual SRV guitar, you'd look at Stevie Ray Vaughan's car like, this is junk.
Yeah.
This is 100% junk. He wore it down to a toothpick. There's nothing left. 13s have absolutely destroyed this guitar. Yeah. But for $1 million, yeah, I'd have it right here.
Dude, the guitar needs to be treasured, but yeah, you're right. I mean, like the refrets and everything that's gone on with that thing. Like,
shout out to Stevie Ray Vaughan's guitar tech. What a hell of a luthier that man had to have been.
Dude, I can't remember what his name was. Was it like, I know George Gruen probably did something to it at one point.
I can't remember. I was talking about.
I'll have to fact check that one.
And here's another thing about guitar techs. We talk about Elwood all the time. Who the hell is the guitar tech for ZZ Top now?
Who's teching for Elwood now?
That's 100% question.
That's Jim's question here.
Elwood is probably the most famous
guitar tech ever.
There's Grady, Champion.
Yeah.
There's Elwood. How many more can you say? I mean, there's legends in the business that
that we don't know about.
You might know about them, but
Elwood's one.
Elwood is like he's the fourth member of ZZ Top. We've always said that.
Yep, yeah.
And it's just crazy. Who is his tech?
Who is Elwood? Who's teching for Elwood?
Is he teching for himself?
Dude. It's Dirty Laundry, y'all. Fallout from Nam. I mean, with the releases from ESP, Ibanez, the year of the signature guitar,
ESP kills it every single
that Sparrowhawk.
year.
Get out of my butthole, man.
Metal Minute might have an ESP.
That their vintage Sunburst that they're coming out with this year that they're working on that looks good.
I can't wait for the McThompson release when that's official.
Seen John 5 recording with an old ESP. Looked like it might have been Hetfield's old ESP Explorer, or it might have been a replica or something, but it looked like an old Hetfield Explorer.
It's weird seeing him play anything else.
It was John 5 straight as day, just sitting there playing a black Explorer.
But out of all the guitars that other people have played, like I seen Dime play a at a birthday party or maybe a wedding or something. He was playing a Strat, and that was weird. But the most uncomfortable I've ever felt, and Josh probably felt the same way when we both seen it, was James Hetfield playing a Cherry Burst Les Paul. We were like, ugh.
What happened? It just
it felt
he officially
weird.
went grandpa mode.
It felt so weird.
James Hetfield officially went grandpa mode.
I never want to see James Hetfield play a colored guitar again.
It was weird. I don't know what it was about it. I guess it was just because it just didn't suit him.
With Kirk, he could play literally anything.
Kirk
You're
can
just
do
like
anything. It's fine, but James,
no.
V or call from the old wife ski. Every time, everything. Just keep it going, Jim.
I got it. So, if you have ever not seen that picture, you need to go check it out because it's something else. James Hetfield playing a Cherry Burst Les Paul. It's the most uncomfortable feeling I've ever seen somebody else playing a guitar in my entire life. I don't know what would be even more. What would be weirder than seeing somebody playing a guitar you're not used to seeing? That's like, well, it's like you look at the guitar players through time, and everybody else can pretty much play anything. James never can play anything else ever again.
I know. Man, it was weird. It was just really weird seeing James like that. Like,
it was like seeing me playing a Cherry Burst.
It's weird how certain guitar players can just do that. Some you put on something and it's just meant to be there, and some you put on and it just don't look right.
Watching you play my Ibanez, I'm like, no, that's not
what happened here.
That's not you. That's not a you guitar. Well, that the wood grain one didn't look too bad.
Yeah. Guys, it's Dirty Laundry. Jumping into the we're about to jump out of it and jump into a little bit of Strapped. But if you're new here and you find us here on YouTube, guys, it's Strapped. It's brought to you by Franklin Straps. Head over to franklinstraps.com and get yourself the perfect guitar strap today. Guys, Strapped. This week, we're going to talk about Record Store Day 2023, April 22, 2023. There's over 300 vinyl releases. 300. I mean,
this is Sparta.
Yeah. If I went into it all, you guys would probably hate me. But from the 1975 Blur, Pixies, Madonna, Taylor Swift, probably other people that you guys know of. I'm just reading an article here. It's happening, Record Store Day 2023. 300 vinyl releases.
Which we already know that Metallica has their own vinyl store, or company, right?
Yes.
So I'm sure 72 is on vinyl, and hopefully they release a lot more on vinyl.
Yes. You guys check it out if you guys have a record store, wherever you're from, wherever you're at, go there this weekend, April 22nd, 2023, and get in on the fun of Record Store Day and find you a fun vinyl this weekend. Guys, that's Strapped, brought to you by Franklin Straps. Get you a badass strap today from Franklin Straps, Charlton. Hope you had fun at NAMM. We love you. Moving on. If you guys are still with us here, we're jumping in Guitar Pirates Podcast. It's episode 101. My word. Time for some Jim's Metal Minute. But as we just did, we need to take some time out and just thank Greenbeard Grooming, home of mustache sapling comb, a square beard rake, small, medium, large, folding beard combs, and disposable beard combs. Guys, you can also check out their beard software too, their mustache balms and their oils. But their beard hardware is some of the best in the game. Their combs are the best for your beards, and you can get a tree planted in the National Forest in your name with every purchase. And sometimes you can get 2 trees planted in your name. So check them out. Greenbeard Grooming. Ryan Trump, we love you, buddy. And let's jump in. Some Jim's Metal Minute. Jim's Metal Minute!
And welcome to Jim's Metal Minute. And it will be a minute. So the big news that I read yesterday, and we'll get more into this on the next episode. I really want to do an in-depth on everything. Death Clock is back, baby.
Oh, man.
Brutal.
It is, dude. No Grandpa's Guitars is safe.
No Grandpa's Guitars. Movie, album, tour, and more. So maybe we got another guitar drop from Epiphone.
Probably.
That would be because the Thunder Horse is nice.
Probably.
Give us something else.
Maybe like signature guitars from them.
Yes.
Like Esco Squishgar.
Oh man.
You know.
Our murder face.
The Thunderbird bass.
The Thunderbird bass.
Thunderbird bass and Explorers. Isn't that really all it is?
Yeah, as far
I
as
don't think they use anything else.
What else do you need? The number one death metal band of all time is a fictional cartoon band.
Well, it's like in Japan, they have all those like fictional like anime characters that sing.
Well, yeah, they also.
And it's kind of. I'm not saying that it's the same thing, but it's pretty damn. It's kind of like that.
Kinda, yeah. But I mean, as far as like of the genre of that, you know, the Cannibal Corpses and the deicides and although I have Cannibal Corpse, the tippy top of the mountain, selling wise and as far as popularity, it's Death Clock. Of course. I mean, Adult Swim just murdered. Brutal.
Yes.
Just amazing. But I'm real excited about that. That is 100% a metal moment there. But I have one more thing here. And I didn't notice. I sent Josh this ESP LTD Viper 1000 Evertune guitar. It's cherry, and it has some quilts on there. And it comes with a Pegasus. And what else is the other one? Damn it, I clicked on. Give me one metal minute. I'm so sorry. I was prepared, but okay. It comes with the Sentinet and the neck and the Pegasus and the bridge. The Evertune. Is anybody ever played an Evertune? Let us know. But I didn't.
Yeah, he was describing to me that Evertune, and it doesn't sound. I don't know. It sounds weird.
But if you're not playing in drop C or B, so it doesn't affect when you're. I
guess I just need to see it in person.
Yeah, when your strings are flappy, and you're down there. But they also have this black metallic one that comes with the EMGs. See, that's one thing that's weird about some of these ESP models is you go between the same model, different colors. They change up the pickups on you.
Different pickups
which is pretty damn. I think it's pretty sweet.
It's cool, but it could probably be frustrating.
It's frustrating because I'm an EMG guy for the most part, and I would like the other one to have the EMGs, but these guitars. We talked about the Monkey last week. And I was going through and looking at the Epiphone that for $1,000, you get an Epiphone P90 set. You don't get Gibson for $1,000 on an Epiphone. You should get the Gibson
You would
P90
think.
because if you can get a $699 guitar with the Fishman Fluence pickups that it costs $200, I mean, you can't just upgrade. So that's the only thing that kind of turns me off, that I'd have to change the pickups. They probably sound great, don't get me wrong, but I'd want.
I hate going into a guitar knowing I have to change the pickups.
That's where $200 guitars come in handy.
That's easier to swallow than.
But $1,000, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I may not even have to change the pickups. You know what I mean? But it's just the fact that for $1,000, I don't get that Gibson
Yeah.
one. Just kind of drives me nuts. But ESP, man.
Yeah.
They just,
Oh my gosh. Sparrowhawk for everybody. Guys, jumping out of Jim's Metal Minute. We've done some Strapped. Let's jump in to the news. We've got a little bit of news here. Nothing too crazy.
and I have one to throw in there whenever, unless you don't have it.
No, that's all right. Johnny Marr telling the story of his life through his guitar collection in his new book. Marr's guitars will feature recollections throughout his career paired with photographs of his favorite instruments. Marr's Guitars out October 17th via Harper Design. You can pre-order it. Go to rollingstone.com. You can find the pre-order link. Looks like it just takes you a nice stroll down memory lane of Johnny Marr's nice 6 strings. You can see him in the article pictured with a sweet like butterscotch Jaguar.
So
Makes me wonder like how thin his sound is, or if his sound is super thick
right,
with that thing. Regardless, it's a cool guitar. Johnny Marr, been around for forever. Probably got a hell of a collection. Check it out, Marr's Guitars.
that's one thing that drives me nuts: is thin guitar tone.
Here's one. Get it to load, but I can still talk about it here. Jason Newsted reforms Newsted for first show in a decade. What do we feel about this?
He can do no wrong in my book. He's earned his stripes. He's got my 100% full respect of how he's handled the Metallica. You know, leaving Metallica, he had no real bad blood. You know what I mean? And I just read an episode. I just read an interview where he just was praising Metallica right now, how they're killing it. So, dude can do no wrong in my book.
I think he needs to get back out there and keep going. Toronto, Ontario, August 11th. Molson Amphitheater. But still, I think that all obviously would open the door for more.
I mean, I know that we would only see him on certain Metallica songs. On like, he'll never be able to come back, but because he said he can't play those songs anymore. I love Robert Trujillo, but man, I was listening to some old Suicidal Tendencies. Man, I would have loved to see Suicidal Tendencies with that lineup,
Robert
dude.
Trujillo back in the day, like not saying he's not that way now, but man, that dude.
He has more voice in Suicidal Tendencies than he'll ever have with Metallica. You know what I mean? Like, you can see his full range of what he can do. It's unbelievable.
This right here, well, I don't know what you guys would think about this. If you can wrap your head around the whole thing, it makes sense. Kirk Hammett reveals his secret weapon behind his guitar tone. I can't believe I'm telling you about it. Quote, guys, it is an old wireless guitar unit.
I was about to say, it's not a whammy pedal, people.
No, and he literally starts off the quote. He says, no, it's not the wah pedal. It's a Schaefer Vega Diversity wireless system used by like AC/DC, Kiss, Pink Floyd, all the bands. It's a replica of this Schaefer Vega Diversity wireless system, and it gives you another way to boost your signal.
Oh wow.
Because of the wireless system has its own, like volume and gain kind of thing. So you can boost your signal from your guitar to, out of that box to the box that goes into your amp, and then that signal comes in hot, and then it's just one of those magical preamps. Like when the Beatles plugged into that blown out desk.
Right? Yeah.
AC/DC guys figured it out. Like you get this crispy tone if you just crank these suckers. And
Well, damn.
And that's what Kirk's doing. He says it's just a certain old school Schaefer Vega wireless system, and it has basically like a gain option on it.
The data bus system.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
That kind of gets me. Isn't that funny that I only know that Star Wars reference from Family Guy?
He says it's a type of preamp compression unit.
Have you used a compressor?
Yes, I have, and I didn't have enough time with it. So, and I didn't know exactly what I was doing with it at the time.
So
yes, you can make your signal louder.
So this thing's an all-in-one.
Yeah, it's like a wireless unit that kind of compresses and like has a compression like system. It's a compression circuit in the preamp.
So it's a badass dB booster.
Yes. It goes on to say that it's not it not only was the first wireless guitar system, it has a niche tone enhancing circuitry, which meant many artists use it live started taking it to the studio specifically to harness its sound. So the tower is a bit of a secret weapon, quote. I can't believe I'm telling you about it. It's a large part of how I got the super dynamic lead sound. It's really full sounding. There's a lot of mid, but doesn't sound harsh or too bold or solid. The harmonic distortion is amazing. I hit a note on Greenie and it literally will never quit. The Solo Dallas, there's another unit that's no, it looks like it's the same, but the replica is called Solo Dallas. Unit fits into his wider rig. The note on 72 Seasons is based on my live sound, which is a fractal Axe effects modeled into the blend of my Fortin metalhead amp and dual rectifier. Wow. A wireless compression unit.
Damn.
Well, a wireless unit that has compression. Just goes to show you, man, where you tweak it too. Because people tweak it in the guitar and everything. He's being able to tweak it in between the guitar and the amp.
How many people that have one that read this article is reverbed it right now, and the prices are probably insane.
Insanity.
Here we go. I'm calling it right now. You think pedal prices are insane? This thing's gonna be nuts.
If it ain't already.
It probably was already, but I'm super intrigued.
This right here, basically, if you're a guitar player, you probably have heard about it. If you haven't, well, here you go. You can thank me later. Eric Clapton, John Mayer, Joe Bonamassa, Buddy Guy, Santana, ZZ Top. Crossroads 2023 might offer the greatest lineup of guitar talent ever assembled. From her to John McLaughlin, Marcus King, Stephen Stills, Gary Clark Jr., the LA event takes place this September and features an eclectic, once-in-a-lifetime lineup.
Can we say ever?
September 23rd through 24th at Crypto in Los Angeles. My word. The guitar night of guitar nights.
Ever?
I'm calling it right now.
You think that's the best guitar lineup ever?
No, I don't think it's the best guitar lineup ever. I think it's the guitar night of guitar nights.
Well, yeah, but I mean, ever though.
No, not ever.
You can't have ever without SRV. Sorry.
But I mean, like Gary Clark Jr., Taj Mahal, Kev Mo, Kingfish, Samantha Fish, Jimmy Vaughn, Eric Gales,
ZZ Top. ZZ Top's there, of
Sonny
course.
Landreth, Marcus King, Doyle Bramall II, Ariel Posen,
Is
Del McCory, Jerry Douglas. I mean, her HER, that woman surprised me. I watched her HER, her, I don't know exactly how to pronounce it. I watched her play some guitar and I was like, oh my word. I put my foot in my mouth. I'm sorry. The woman is talented as hell.
Yeah.
Like, holy crap. Cheryl Crow, Los Lobos, Robert Randolph.
Dude, Los Lobos, man.
I mean, you got Jimmy Vaughn there.
I'm not
You
saying
got Eric Gales.
I'm not saying that it's not one of the
got
best.
Bonamassa.
I'm not saying it's not one of the best, but there's a few pieces that are missing to make it the greatest. BB.
Well, I'm talking. I mean, you know that some of these people would be here if they were alive.
Well, I know, but
it's hard to hold
that
that
would be-
against. It's hard to hold that against this.
No, of
if
course,
they
of course.
aren't alive.
Of course, but I'm just saying to be ever like, man.
Now, greatest guitar. No, but as far as like right now, that's the who's who of. I mean, there's missing some people, of course. Zach's not there. Kirk's not there.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
John Five's not there.
That's not their.
But Crossroads really isn't aimed at that.
No, that's.
Don't you come back here and start wrecking shit again.
Yeah, you stay right here, babies. This is the home wrecker right here.
Home wrecker. The first time, it's all right.
The
It's
sweetest.
not really no big
She's
deal.
the sweetest baby, though. Hey, sweet pea. Making your YouTube debut.
Exactly. It's really no big deal. Seriously, it happened. It was my fault.
But
still, like,
why does it have to be? Why can't it drives me nuts. Everything's LA. Can we not put everything in the center of the country? Everybody can come from the west and east to the center of the damn country. Put it in Kansas City or something.
yeah, for sure.
Because this is something that we would love to be sitting at and just in awe, but we can't.
April 21st, 10 a.m. Local via Ticketmaster.
And this
AM
is in
local time.
and
Excuse me.
And this is in September.
Yeah, it's in September. It goes on sale tomorrow.
What are the flights?
Yeah.
What? It's far enough.
Each day will be sold its own ticket, and there will not be a 2-day pass.
So
I'm trying to find prices, but it's not. You know what I mean? It's being a bitch.
because I want to see Eric Clapton so damn bad.
Tons of stuff in the store, but nothing yet. I mean, we'll have to. Dirty Laundry next week. Crossroads stuff. We need to know about that.
In Los Lobos, like
Joe Bonamassa, the jams are what's gonna be
Oh, dude,
gonna
yeah.
be like Billy Gibbons. I bet there'd be some added people before the end of summer.
oh yeah. I just wish. Have you seen the one from like 06? It's got Joe Walsh. And
Yeah.
that one is still one of my favorites of all. I mean, I would love to see Joe Walsh because how that dude functions with he's an idiot servant.
Oh, he's awesome. He's awesome, dude.
So good.
He's awesome. Otis Redding, third guitarist and son of legendary Otis Redding, dies at 59. Rest in peace. Guys, Eddie Van Halen's Hot for Teacher Kramer sells at auction for nearly $4 million.
And that was the news.
Sorry, dude.
That's it. If you don't have it, I have it.
Well, let's get into this, man. $4 million, bro. I know we've started a couple GoFundMe's to get an Eddie Van Halen guitar,
We want a 250,
but
dude.
$4 million is pretty freaking steep. I don't know if I'm gonna ask for that. I mean, $250,000 not bad.
Jim Irsay, brother. Brother from another mother.
Brother from another mother.
$4 million is like me handing $4 to somebody on the street, dude.
Oh,
Come
man.
on. Like,
Dude. 3,932,000. So basically 4 million.
after fees and all that stuff. I mean, dude.
Single pickup Kramer has kind of that offset, but one volume knob. I mean, it's a true Eddie special.
And you know what makes both of us sick, probably still this day? There's a pawn shop that we used to have by us that had 7 EVH Kramers in there.
Yeah, they were different though. They were a couple of them were fakes.
But there was some
2 or 3 of them that were like
legit.
Like,
And they were $400.
and I don't even know what. Man, okay, and I'm sure we've all had this place, but dude, this pawn shop back in the day,
That dude got screwed.
it had it had so much stuff before I even knew what stuff was.
Yeah.
It had an old Gaiatone in there, guitar from like the early 60s, whatever, like a Teisco guitar, but still, I kick myself every day for not buying that guitar. It's probably $500 now. Dude wanted $75 for it. Dale found a damn 65 Strat in there for $200.
There was that dude sold that very rare. What happened that screwed all of us? We could get him for cheap, but whenever he sold that cheap Telecaster for like $1,000, and somebody sold it at auction for like $100-something thousand or something.
Yeah, he sold an early 50s Telly for like $200. Dude left and he turned right back around and come back in a week later and laughed in his face.
Yeah, because it was
And
over $100 grand.
And made fun of him, and it was like, dude, you're stupid. Da 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 da. You don't know nothing. And then
Every price.
yeah,
I mean, he probably priced it. Everything was over, but some of those Kramers to have now, like some of the guitars he had in there were unbelievable. Like there was some gems.
Yeah.
Like
there was a Conquistador SG in there from way back in the. I mean, there was just all these old guitars that were like really pristine.
An old Paul Stanley.
Was an old SG bass in there, EB00 or something like that.
He had in what?
Remember those pink Strats that just were reissued? Yeah, he had the OG. I remember that pink Strat with it said Strat on it.
Do you remember the white Flying V Jackson that he had in the window from our whole childhood?
Dude, I think the dust imprints of those guitars are still on the windows.
Dude,
you catch it in the right sunlight.
Literally riding the bus to school every day when we were. I mean, he had to see it too. It was a white Flying V Jackson that was in the window from the moment we were little all the way until they sold the place. Nobody ever bought it. And I never asked them for the price. I never asked anything about it. Going back, it's like, I wish I knew who got it because the stuff that was in the back room was 10 times better than the stuff we had on the floor. I love those old dusty pawn shops. They have better stuff than the new stuff. You know what I mean? Like, go back to the day where people didn't know what they had. I miss it.
The days before pawn shops had computers to look up everything.
Yep.
All right, guys, let's jump into this. 18 ways to improve your guitar tone. Let's just see if we agree real hot and quick. Like, change your guitar pick, yes or no?
Yes. Go nylon to carbon.
Agree.
Yes.
Try different gauge strings. Yes.
Yes.
String materials / constructions. Like
woods,
the way you string it up. String through body, non-string through body. I think I can agree with that.
Yes.
Leave bass frequencies to the bass guitar.
In live recordings, yes.
Cut saturation at high volumes.
Mm.
Turning down your gain, basically. You're already loud as fuck. Sometimes you got to turn down your gain to kind of
Dime enters
get a little clarity, and then Dime enters the chat.
Dime enters the chat. And that is not true.
Throws another distortion pedal. It works for him. So
I was about to say Dime enters the chat. I think for certain, yes.
For certain people,
but not
yes,
for
and not for every. That's going to be kind of a hit and miss on that one. Use an EQ notch filter to banish feedback.
But feedback is beautiful.
Feedback is beautiful.
There's certain things.
I'm in the middle on that one.
Without that Birdlander from Ted, in the feedback, there's a certain note that you can't get.
Top wrap your tunematic bridge.
I've never done that. Have you
done
that?
it. I've had to do it because of break angle for strings breaking.
I know Billy
I
Gibbons
never really
does it.
noticed anything about tone.
Yeah, I know Billy Gibbons does it for string to take away from string breakage, especially playing eights.
Volume controlled treble bleed mod. Yes, yes, and yes. I have
Yeah.
that on my white Telecaster. It's the most beautiful thing ever in your life. Give your Strat a bridge tone pot. Yes. Raise your guitar's action. Yes.
Yes, I like high action.
Get your pedals in order.
Yes.
Adjust pickup height.
Yes.
Some of these are probably pretty dumb.
Well, the pickup height thing, but think about how many people are like, this guitar sucks. And it's like, did you change the pickup height? You don't realize that how much your guitar can change tone just by the pickup height. You may not want to get rid of it.
Use string mutes for cleaner leads. I can go with that. I don't use them, but I can agree with this.
What was it?
String mutes for cleaner leads.
Oh, okay. I've never done that.
Get buff. Basically a buffer.
I do need a buffer.
Yes, you're going to need a buffer or basically put a boss pedal in your chain. It's the same thing. Any kind of boss pedal has a buffer in it. Do your research, guys. Try a clean boost. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, my God, yes. Identify your tonal problem first. If you like the sound of your gear when you bought it, ask yourself whether you really truly need to upgrade it. Sometimes optimizing the gear you already own is all you need to do.
We just talked about this with the DSL.
Yep.
We just talked about this last week. Yeah, yes, that I've already loved my tone and I wanted more, and then I can't find that tone anymore.
This right here, basically, kind of a little bit of a, this is a hard sell too, and I'll go with it. Using the right sized amp. You definitely don't want to use 100-watt twin reverb if you're not going to be able to turn it up past 2.
Yeah, 100 watt.
It's cool to have these awesome amps, but if you can't let that pony run, then what are you doing?
Name one. Who has ever turned a twin reverb past 4? I couldn't imagine. I wouldn't want to be there.
I know tell you guys a little story.
I know this story too.
I was down on the river with my buddies, and we had a practice space down there, and I had a twin early in my career of playing, and I got to sit out there and dime that sucker, like full blown pedal board, everything. Like, dude was outside grilling and drinking, and he's like, and it was before practice. And I was like, hey, man, can I come over, and just kind of play and stuff. And kind of, I was just ready to get there. And he's, yeah, it's fine. So I show up and he's outside. I'm like, you're going to be outside for a while? And he's like, yeah, and nobody's here. Yeah. I just turned it up to about 7. And I was like, all right. And then I was like, I'm never going to get a chance to do this. I did the Hendrix theme and dimed everything. Treble, middle, bass, everything. Dimed it all. Dimed the volume, everything.
Did the house fall?
The doors were shaking. The windows were shaking. The cabinets were going. I come in, the drummer, he's all, dude, what did you do? And I said, I dimed the whole fucking thing. Did the Marty McFly, and he just shut the door really fast. It was like, and then with like the wah-wah pedal and distortion and all that stuff, it's big and loud. It's loud,
but
it's ungodly loud.
But it's pretty loud.
The clean is like,
it's we've spoken nauseum. The Fender twin reverb, just Fender cleans alone are the most beautiful. I mean, I've never played the JCs.
The Fender twin reverb cleans are probably some of the best you can get.
And
Jazz chorus, they'll say that those are really good, but they don't have a headroom like a twin.
No, and I've played distortion pedals out of the twins, and holy hell, it's so good. I mean, it's not doesn't have like the bottom end as much that you'd want for like chugs, but if you wanted to do some vintage metal, just some tight, clean, loud, blow your chest out of your
blow your gourds out.
Oh,
but man, yeah. And the other time at a festival show in Newport, I show up there. All it had a backline provided for everybody. All the guitar players see is a Marshall stack, and they're all like, "Yeah!" All the other guys from the bands were like, "Yeah, Marshall stack." Da 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 da. And it's that, and I'm like, "There's a twin right there." Like,
yeah,
oh baby, like
you take your 4, I'll take my 1.
you can take that. You can take your thing, and I will go over here with this. And I had my board and everything too, and it was just that same way they mic'd it up, and I cranked it up, and just I didn't dime it or nothing. I think it was like at a 3 or 4. But we open air outside, everybody's mic'd, good PA. Of course, it was loud.
A 4 on a twin is an 8 on another amp. A 2 on a twin,
especially when you can tilt it back and let it really ride like it's meant to, because those tilt back legs, those are the best. If you ever get an amp that you can do the tilt leg thing, dude, do it.
There's a twin at that pawn shop right now.
Is it a real twin, like a tubed one, like 65 blackface twin?
Yeah, I know it's a twin.
I wonder if it's my old twin. I wonder who in town got that thing. I would put that on layaway if I found it again, if it was still the same. Because it come in a road case that said the Natural State Band on it.
Because the crazy thing is we keep all the amps that we talk about, even me, everything always circles around to the twin.
They're really good, but still, like even a Princeton or something like that, a Plexi. I love Plexis, so
I'm sure the bass breaker is a
bass breaker.
It's probably what I need.
Good one,
but it's just it's out of all the amps we ever talk about, no matter what, we always circle around. Me being the metal guy, you being the bluesy, rock and roll guy. We always have the same love and affection. For the twins.
Fender cleans.
Just for the
it's like Joe Bonamassa had that dual professional finally come out. The JB, that 48 twin. Joe Bonamassa killing it again.
And the tweed Fenders, some people are just like, that's ugly. No, give me a tweed case any day, boy. Yeah, man. See, this is what gets me gassy. Just talking about twins makes me like, I'm going to go look at a completely different amp than a twin. We do it every time. I get so gassy, and then I just like blow my load on everything but the thing we're talking about.
I guess that's a little bit of news. Probably could find a little bit more, but I think we got to leave that one there until next week, because that's our news. If you guys are checking in with us anytime after a while on YouTube, thank you guys for checking in. Unfortunately, nobody's here while we're going live right now, but that's all right. We're going to carry on because we are recording for episode 101 of the Guitar Pirates podcast. We just got through news. We're going to jump into some gear acquisition syndrome, guys. If you don't know what that is. And let's get into it. Squire Paranormal 2023 has leaked.
Mm-hmm.
And oh baby, oh baby, oh baby. First off, you're getting a Squire 12, a literal 12-string Jazzmaster, Lake Placid Blue. And this is what I love. You're getting a Rascal bass, 2 wide-range humbuckers, a Mustang bridge, and it's short scale with Sherwood green painted headstocks on it.
Oh, wow.
Like, can you bring it home? You can't see it on there because it's bright, but just check it out. It's at guitarbomb.com. They've got this article up. They've got a black one. Then they have a custom Nashville Stratocaster.
Ugh. Those Strat Tellys, I'm telling. Oh my gosh.
They have a P90 Strat Sonic. That's
Dude.
gonna be the seller. It's like a mahogany Strat with 2 P90s and a wrap tail. That's a
Red-
hell of a Strat right there.
Red and black guitar, man. Ugh.
Mahogany. It's got painted black headstock. Like they did right with that. That could be a freaking high scale Fender model.
That could be on Jimmy's wall.
On Jimmy's, this one, the next one is where I'm at. Esquire Deluxe. Basically has the 70s neck or 70s headstock, maple neck, wide range in the bridge, and that's it.
And the prices are even better.
Yeah, they don't have the prices out yet, but I mean, you guys know
$449.
Paranormal. It's going to be under $550.
$449.
Probably $350, $449, $500, depending on the ones.
Let me look at that. Let me look at that Strat one more time. Oh my god.
P90s and a wrap tail, bro. It's hard to beat that. That is a really legit looking Strat.
And it's still at a good price that if I wanted to upgrade the P90s, I'm not cutting my legs off.
No. You're not at all. I'm trying to see. I think it's not. I don't think it's a set neck. Doesn't show anything else with it as far as pictures or anything.
Because I've been on a P90 kick. Like I've been talking with
Oh.
the monkey and everything. But dude.
Paranormal Jazzmaster 12 looks like it's $429. That's 429 pounds.
So
So
550.
450, something like that.
On the spot looking.
But no, just kind of just thumbing through here and seeing where this website they have takes me.
533.76. 429 pounds. So 550 maybe.
Yeah.
But still, I mean,
Trying to see if they have any of these others in the same website. But I'm not seeing anything right off the bat. But anyways,
dude, you really
Squire Paranormals, man.
you really just like
Who knows when that one's going to come out, though.
But
That's
it-
a leak, though. That's going to be a wait and see.
it's the fact that I've been hot on the trot for a P90s guitar, and that checks every single box.
Checks a lot of it. It checks a lot of it.
What doesn't it check?
Doesn't it check?
For me, what doesn't that guitar check?
I don't
Red and
know.
black is my favorite combination.
Yeah.
I want a P90.
Strat style body.
Look at the
Because we have always been on the hunt for a good Strat.
Yes.
The best Strat I've had was a Squire Surf Strat and had those Surf lipstick pickups in it.
The best Strat that I have
Best Strat I've had, hands down.
is my Strat Telly. Strat Telly is unbelievable. It's literally it was blessed by a shaman. There's some voodoo with that guitar. That guitar should not sound that good. You know what I mean? For a cheap guitar, there's something with those pickups. I don't know if that's stock pickups. I'm blown away, but it can't be. There's no way that thing is that chunky.
Yeah. I don't understand sometimes. And maybe just people just get lucky sometimes and pickups should just work. You know, things
Yeah.
just work. And
For single coils to
Yeah.
be that chonky,
chonky.
it's not chunky, it's chonky. Because it chugs. And when I hit it, and maybe it's a telly bridge being on the Strat, you know what I mean? Like that's a lot more wood
Yeah.
to play with. String through body.
It is. Guys, that's a little bit of gas.
That ain't a little bit of gas, brother.
That's full down, pedal down. We're
That-
coming for your neck.
That
Kinda
is-
gas.
That is Taco Bell French fry. that is buttered popcorn gas. That is the whole
Yeah.
9 yards. But that
Yeah.
literally just, whew.
Guys, mean tip of the week. Let's jump into this. All right. tonight, position round, bowling league. Bowling against the man who's building the hotel in my backyard. What do I do? Do I go in there and do I be nice? Do I give him the what for? Like, you know,
The hand of death. I've felt
death hand.
I've felt
You know.
I've felt, and every one of our friends have felt the wrath of Josh's death grip.
It's not a. It's not. There's no different than any of these other guys.
Don't
but I
you shut
I
your
just slap them and
you shut
squeeze.
you shut your whore mouth right now.
Shut your
You
whore
didn't
mouth.
feel what all of us else felt. There's a reason why all of us talk about the grab. That I have been bowling and in a backswing, and I let the ball go. And as soon as the ball left, he came around and grabbed the back of my leg. And I mean, you're a child.
When we were younger, we were rough on each other.
It
We
was
were mean to each other.
it was fun though.
But we was all in fun. It was all in haste.
It's not just
I'd
a
always
s-
grab him and hug him or go buy him a soda or something, and he'd get me or he'd make fun of me.
the
Or,
same dude.
you know,
We got into lacrosse once.
oh man,
We got into lacrosse and we
Oh
were
my
having fun,
God.
and Josh was getting really good at it. So he had this super ball, and I'm sitting on the couch right behind him, and he's throwing it, and he catches it. He throws it against the wall, catches it. He throws against the wall, catches it. He throws against the wall, boom, right in my face. That's all I remember.
No, this is how it was.
All I remember is it hit me in
I'm
the face.
throwing it off the door, and he goes, "Dude, don't do it like that. You're gonna hit me with it." I'm like, dude, no, I'm getting pretty good at this thing. Watch me. But crack, crack, boom. Or I mean, it hit him like Mike Tyson hitting him in the eye.
Square.
I mean, I think it blacked your eye.
It hit me square.
I mean, it was like somebody. I had to take him to Arby's and then buy him donuts. Like
But I took it like a
he took it
fucking
like
champ.
a champ.
And I'd laughed my
I
ass
felt
off.
so bad.
But we all laughed.
If I
our
ever
ass off.
punched you in the face, that was it.
Yeah.
If I ever did anything mean, that was it. That ball bounced in it, and it literally, when it bounced, it just gained speed. The doom, whack, and I mean, like right here. And I mean, it was perfect.
And
Perfect. Oh,
and the only thing that saved me is was not wearing glasses back then.
yeah.
I got lucky. Had I had glasses on, I probably would have had glass in my eyeballs.
It would have been a different story. It
But-
would have been bad. We'd have been going to the emergency room.
We had a lot of. It was fun though.
Oh my god.
That we
I haven't
called
thought
it,
about that in a while.
how can I ever forget?
How can I ever forget?
I don't know the setup to it, but I know the resolve.
Know what happened. So that's kind of where I'm at, is like, what do I do? Is like, do I give these guys the what for tonight? Do I go in there wearing some nonchalant socks? Because usually I get into my head game and I wear some cool socks, and I'm like, I'm going here, I'm gonna wipe the floor with your ass.
Wipe the floor with their ass.
But here's the thing, though.
You wipe the floor with your backyard.
it's the thing. It's the position round. It's not the championship round.
Well, yeah.
I don't know if I want to go in there and just shoot my wad and then maybe come in next week and not have a little bit of that gusto. Or am I just overthinking it?
Did Jordan not have gusto in the position round going into the finals?
Oh, he did, dude. He did.
Did
You're
Kobe
right.
not have the Mamba mentality
You're right.
game 1 that he had in game 7?
You're right. You're right. You're right. That says it all, guys. Seriously. If you guys are mid-90s basketball fans, early 2000s basketball fans, you guys know what I'm talking about. What
You know
he's
what-
talking
what
about.
I'm talking about, yeah.
You know, he's talking what we're talking about here. Like,
Champions don't
this is for the league after next week, of course. So yeah, you're right. We just need to go in there and just lay it on them.
lay it on them this week, and regardless of what happens, lay it on it next
Come
week.
on, lay it down next week and just let it have it.
You leave everything on the lanes, on the court. Don't take anything home with you. because it's a game, but you as much camaraderie there is in bowling.
It's one of the most
at the table. You want to beat the shit out of it.
one of the most individualized team sports ever.
Yeah,
because there's the team part of the game, then there's the individual part of the game, then there's like
you trying to get your best score.
Yeah, beating your average. Then there's the you beating yourself part of the game because you want to beat your average. So,
and then there's coming into the 10th frame, and your open can literally lose a game, and your 3 strikes can literally win the game.
It can make or break what's going to happen. We've won so many games the past 6 weeks in the 10th frame. It has been insane. And there's been 4 weeks straight where we've bowled only like 2 people. So you know how that works with the scoring.
Oh, yeah.
If you guys don't know how handicap bowling works, just look it up. The scoring's insane.
You have to come back from 300 plus.
It's insurmountable stuff you have to do.
That's everybody has to bowl their ass
You
off.
have to bowl your ass off. Last, we'll talk about this, guys. I guess my point is now, main tip of the week is give it the what for and keep the mama mentality.
Yes.
Don't let it go like I almost did. Last week, we're bowling. First game. Get our butts smoked by 100. I mean, it's just bad. We're like, oh, you know. Monkey, the guy there, he's like, man, we just got to pick it up. We just got to beat their ass. Then take some more. At the end of the second game, I look up and it's like, we all shoot over 210. And that's 210 scratch, you know. We beat him by 294.
Oh, damn.
I look at him and I go, Monkey, did we just beat these guys by almost 300? And he goes, yeah. Then the other team across the lane goes, did you guys get pissed after that first game or what?
And how bowling goes, when you beat somebody, after 2 games, you're up 194 points, you can pretty much coast to the victory.
No, and then we won the next game too. We wanted to make sure to take 5 because
you don't want to go
teams,
4-3.
We have a chance to basically to where we don't have to win anything tonight and still lock up the half. I think. I'm not for certain though. Gotta go in there and check scores.
Sometimes you gotta close that hasp.
Sometimes
taper your ends.
Sometimes you gotta close that hasp to open up the baggie. If you know what I'm saying.
You gotta blow up to show up.
That's right.
Sometimes you gotta get pre-blown.
Well, I don't have to blow up to show up because I'm already pre-blown. I'm already ready. Always ready.
Dimebonics.
Dimebonics. Seriously. But guys, that's a little tip of the week. We're going to jump into the main event. Main event's just going to be a fun little hang discussion. Nothing special.
Can I get a request for next main event? We need to do another quiz.
Oh, well, hell, we can do that right now.
I'll do a quiz.
Let's do. Well, I'll get it going, but let's discuss this first so we can set this up, guys. This is a main event. Normally have something fun, an interview or a good stealthy topic. Or last week we combined NAM coverage here, but this week it's literally just a hang, just having fun, not doing anything special. We're about an hour. I want to talk about this, and this is just gives a shout out and rest in peace, Jeff Beck. Rest in power, Jeff Beck. Phil Colleen on Jeff Beck says Jeff's amp blew and his pedal board didn't work, so they just brought in another Marshall. He sounded exactly the same. He didn't flinch. Man, some guys would cry.
Yeah.
I don't have my stuff. Oh, those old school cats, though, man.
Different breeds, man.
Very much so. Very much so.
Show must go on. That's why I have, bands. It's like I understand it's new age. I'm not with the times. I'm still stuck in the 90s, and it is. I will always be that way. And I have done some digital stuff, and I do like it, but it's not the same. Canceling because your computer's not show up, like, bro, like that to me is that. How can you defend that? You know what I mean? Like that just to me, like, we can't play tonight because our computer does not work, and it's like, just throw some damn amps up there and play, dude.
Have we done this one that's called vintage or relic?
No.
Man, I feel like we've done it before.
I know the last one we did, we would have been sent to the principal's office. These are so much fun.
All right. We've had to have done if your life were in effect, what would it be?
Yes, we did.
We've had to have done that one. We've done the Les Pauler lawsuit.
We've done the
I wish they would say the ones that we've done here.
Right. I know we've done the can you guess this famous guitarist, and we knew it by their hands.
Yes. That was like we smoked that one.
You didn't even have to look at the guitars, you know, by the hands.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Okay, looks like that quiz isn't there anymore. Literally said update your. You know, I hate when stuff like stupid shit like this happens.
Well, that's what happens when you're sitting here for the main event and having fun, and I say, "Hey, we need to do another quiz one day."
Hey, we need to do a quiz and let's do this. Like, no. Let's go back and let's just do this one right now to fill in for a little bit of time, a little bit of filler. It keeps telling me that these quizzes aren't here anymore. Literally. Reverb.
What happened?
What happened? Hold on. Reverb.
What happened?
What happened? What happened? Like literally. Right?
Yeah.
Like you see this interactive content not available. Even the most recent one. How did no? They're not here.
DFAQ, man.
The FAQ, dog. All right, so back to the hang. We'll figure out quizzes later. How do we feel about the Squire stuff right now? Is Squire back into the driver's seat and trying to really go for it again? That Paranormal series was really cool. The Chicago Music Exchange Fender Special Squire FSR, stuff is really cool.
The vibes are awesome.
Anderton's is releasing stuff. Squire limited edition Squire stuff. Like his Squire trying to reclaim it again, or have they ever left?
They've always had that. It's who has the cheap market.
Yeah.
Ibanez is awesome, cheap stuff. We all know Squire is about, it's the same with Ibanez and Gibson. It's like 75% are awesome, 25% need work.
I also think too, like, there's just always something for that vintage Fender aesthetic. You know what I mean? Like that Paranormal series, that Deluxe Esquire. Or even a 12-string Jaguar. The P90 Raptail Strat.
Yeah.
Like
that, dude. That every time you, oh man, yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy what they're doing. I really wish, in a weird way, that Epiphone would take a little bit of note and just do some sort of odd series like that.
Yeah.
Give me that non-reverse Firebird. Give us an odd Firebird. Give us an odd Les Paul. Give us an odd Junior, a weird SG.
At least they did the what is it called? The Les Paul has the not the paranormal, the Epiphone with the fluences and stuff.
Oh yeah, the prophecy stuff.
Prophecies, yeah. At least they did the prophecies.
They did a prophecy series. Yeah, they could do a more contemporary,
Yeah.
classic vibe-ish style thing. What I would love to see is more like the Firebirds, like what they were doing, and then more juniors, Gibson juniors, not Gibson, SG juniors,
Yeah.
white ones specifically.
I know they had the Arctic White standards.
What did I see the other day on Trogley? Did Gibson literally discontinue the Firebird?
What?
I'm literally.
So that's almost like you have to get one now. Oh,
Typing it in here. Word from a Gibson. No, that's an old. Looks like Firebirds have ceased production for now.
is that just Gibson or is that through the Epiphone plan as well?
Looks like it's Gibson. I don't know. I'm gonna have to kind of do a little more research on this one because it seems like they've been discontinuing the Firebird off and on for a while, which makes sense. But still,
Is the demand there for it, or is it just like
I think
marginalized?
I think it comes in and out of ebbs and flows. Like people get hot on Strats for a few years, then somebody comes out and plays a Les Paul, and then people get hot on Les Pauls again.
Well, when Slash's the Epiphone Slash came out, I still wish you would have got that damn thing.
Like right now, people are hot on Les Pauls because of Greenie. Tell me they ain't.
Oh, they are.
50s Les Pauls, 50s faded Les Pauls, or any type of Les Paul has gone through the roof that is like a lemon burst. Looks like a Greenie.
Yeah.
Flip that neck pickup and put on 2 different knobs. Greenie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can do it. It's done. People are doing it.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of
people are doing it.
There's a lot of guitars you can do. Like I know that the Monkey is a 64.
Yeah,
but you can get the 61, and would you know the difference if you got the
pickups?
61?
The only way you know is the pickups. If the pickups weren't switched,
yeah.
But, I still would love to try.
The only difference between the Monkey is the fact that the button is on the horn and not on the back of the guitar. Like most of your SGs, all of them are on the neck joint, and Tony Iommi's has his up on the horn, like a Strat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That to me, just the weight distribution on that would be fantastic. Because
it's different.
I still want the Monkey really bad, but I've told man the Explorer still. Oh,
the Iommi SG Special is 2,400 on Sweetwater right now. Gibson SG Special right now for $1,599.
What color's the SG Special? Is it the black one?
Yeah, there's a black one, and then there's a red. There's a vintage cherry one.
Red cherry.
Yeah.
Cause see, I thought about that too, getting that for $1,500.
That's a hell of a deal. Wish they'd made the junior though.
But it's just the fact that the Monkey has there's something there.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, 2,400's like, ugh.
Yeah, you could buy a lot with 2,400 these days.
I know, but if you had a Gibson Monkey, and then, as everybody knows, it's morbid to say it, but when he goes to the other world, what that does, I mean, I don't buy stuff to sell it for more money. You know what I mean? Like that's never been my MO. I want to give somebody, like if I'm looking for something and I want a good deal, I always want to give somebody a good deal.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it doesn't hurt me at all. Because everybody always like, I'm losing money when you buy something, unless it's a special edition.
You've already lost
you've
money.
Already lost money.
When you buy it and you're going to try to resell it, you've already lost money. You're not.
You can't.
On most things today, you're not going to get exactly what you paid for.
And you can't put taxes that you paid on your stuff. You can't do that. If you buy something for $15.99 and you're trying to sell it for $17 because of taxes and what have you, like, sorry. Sell for $1,500, you're still going to get a good price, but it's just my MO. I don't care as long as I make some money.
Yeah, for sure.
If I make 75% of my money back, I'm okay.
All right, guys. We're going to round it out here. We're just hanging. Hope you guys can enjoy this whenever you guys see this. Looks like obviously nobody has come and seen us. Not really told anybody about it either. We just kind of went live and went for it.
This is our first tube.
It'll be obviously it's for it being saved for later.
But it's also, the thing is, we'd literally have to post every.
We have to
day.
keep knocking on the door. This is the first time we're knocking on the door. Guys, this is Guitar Pirates Podcast, episode 101. We're going to round down our main event hang, we can call it. Guitar World has been posting these 10 best of the year. 10 best baritone guitars.
There we go. Okay. Because we know Guitar World's 10 best has pretty much made us want to punch nuns and babies.
Yeah. 10 best baritone guitars here, starting at number 10. Get up here to the list. We're at number 10, Dan Electro 66 BT. Number 9, Ibanez RG IB 21 Iron Label Baritone. 8, ESP LTD EC 1000 Baritone. 7, Hagstrom Viking Baritone. Semi-hollow goodness on a baritone.
Hagstroms look good.
Alvarez AB TD60E. I bet there are some acoustic players who swear by that sucker.
I was about to ask. I wonder what an acoustic.
Look at that thing, and it's a jumbo too. Rounded shouldered jumbo guitar. It's an acoustic guitar.
What does an acoustic baritone sound like?
Bow. I don't know. Sorry about that, guys. 5, Squire Paranormal Series Cabronita Telecaster.
Which one do you have?
I just have the custom one that looks like a normal telly with binding. ESP LTD Steph Carpenter SC 607.
Look at that purple. Whew. I'm a purple and gold guy.
That thing looks like it'd knock you out. Chapman ML1 Modern Baritone.
Well, Chapman got some love.
2, Gretsch Electromatic Jet Baritone G5 G5260. Almost got one of those one time.
How many Gretches?
Really slick. How many Gretches have you almost gotten one
both
time?
Both of us have almost got.
Oh my God. Enough.
The Jet 22. What is the other one that instead of the Jim Root, you were like, you sure you don't want this Gretsch? Sure?
Yeah, I can't. Gosh, I can't remember.
I can't remember what that thing was called. It's literally the Malcolm Young guitar, just without the Malcolm Young aesthetics.
Yep. PRS SE 277 baritone at number 1. I can go with that.
I still want a PRS.
Total metal option for your baritone here. And it still looks good. Like if you can. Here we go. Let's view it at Sweetwater. See what kind of color options we have here. 7 pounds, 14 ounces, 7 pounds, 10 ounces, 7 pounds, 2 ounces, 7 pounds, 6 ounces. $800. You're at a charcoal burst and a charcoal burst with a violin carve. Okay, let's look at the carve differences here, I guess.
I see your thumb.
Sorry. Sorry, we're not. This is a pretty hell of a carve on that thumb, huh?
Right.
God damn, boy. I don't know.
PRS charcoal burst is so pretty.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to see the carve differences up front. I know that it's can kind of be a big deal with the PRS SE stuff because if they don't have a carve to it, it doesn't really feel like a PRS.
Yeah.
It just feels like a big flat guitar. Because PRS, they have those beautiful carves.
Beautiful cars.
Shapes like a shapely woman.
Beautiful necks. One of the easiest guitars of all time to play.
Very, very stage friendly guitars.
If you're a new guitarist and
you don't want a guitar with corks.
If you don't want to fight your guitar, get a PRS.
Oh my God, yeah. But if you are a guitarist and you just like having that distinctive thing,
yeah,
check out every other guitar brand.
Yeah. If
because PRS, man, it's like they took all the corks out of it and it's like they almost made the perfect guitar.
Oh yeah.
As far as playability wise.
But as anybody knows, like your SGs, sometimes you got to fight that fucker.
No, your Telecasters or your Strat. Sometimes you just have to have that thing beat you back.
Like I've said it, and I've read people say it. It's like you can either play the Telecaster or you could play the Telecaster.
You can play the Telecaster, or it'll let it play you. But regardless, baritone guitars. Paul Reed Smith. Who'd have known? Their SE guitar winning the baritone contest.
And what was that? $800?
$800.
$800. We already said the SEs are the
hell of a deal.
Epi killers.
Oh, they are Epi killers. They really are. If you want that kind of rock and roll vibe, but you're just like, think Epiphone's like two grandpas, just go get a PRS.
If
you won't hate yourself.
Looking back, if I would have got the Tremonti charcoal burst instead of that blue one, I probably would have still had it because that blue one was awesome. But if I look in the mirror and I feel it's like James Hetfield with it was not me. The only blue I don't know. The only blue guitar that fit me was the ice blue metallic Starcaster.
Oh yeah.
But even that
was that thing though with that PRS though, that was a bright blue.
Yeah,
that was like a bright sky denim blue.
It was beautiful though.
Beautiful guitar.
Sounded great. Just played great.
Looked not right.
Yeah, it was
on you.
If it was a charcoal
Which
burst,
was weird to say.
Yeah.
Or that Trampus green version.
Dude, yeah, that to me is like a dime.
That one was a good color that he come out with. Now there's that one custom 24 with the really bright green, but they have the Zach Myers in that Trampus green.
I know, but
I think Harrison has a Trampus green PRS.
Yeah, because I remember him playing. Yeah,
I think Harrison has one. Perry sent me that, and I was like, "Is it Trampus green?" And Perry and he was just like, Harrison was like, "How the fuck does he know that?" And I'm like, "Cause I know."
Yeah.
Cause I know.
We look like when somebody messaged me is like, "Hey, do you know so and so's playing somewhere?" Yes, it's what we do.
That's what I do. It's like, do you know about this? Dave, a buddy of mine, sent me a picture of an old Epiphone guitar, and I was like, "Dude, that's it was a K." I was like, "That's a K guitar," and he sent me another one, and I was like, "That's a '50s Epiphone Zephyr." And I said, "Look online, you'll find it." And they were like selling really good ones for like 10 grand. So I was like, "Dude, you've got like $3,000 guitar right there."
Yeah.
An old 50s triple mini humbucker Epiphone Zephyr. I was like, I knew it was an Epiphone 50s guitar. So I was like, 50 Epiphone hollow body, seen it right there. And I was like, look, there you go.
Is that his dad's?
It was like his grandpa's or
guitar?
something like that. Yeah. One of them he has isn't in the best of shape, but that one that he sent me, it's literally needs some binding glued and a couple other things, and that thing could be played. So, just saying. Know your guitars, people.
Yeah, I know. Like I was talking to that pawn shop guy, And he's like, it seems like you know a lot about guitars. It's like, I know where to stay in my lane, though.
Yep.
It's like I do
Holy shit, yes.
I do not talk out of my lane.
No.
I know enough to where I can go for days, but I stay in my lane.
Stay in my, because there's, dude.
When we start talking tellies, I'm like,
have you seen those 2004 Gibson acoustics? I got to see if I can bring it up here before we end this thing. If I have to end this thing, we will. And I'll try to find it.
don't know. You know, I don't look at acoustics. That's
no. I don't look at them either, but it's like, it is the weirdest looking guitar.
But knowing as much guitars as I've looked at and much reading as we've done, I'm pretty sure I probably have seen it.
I'm going to have to probably find it in a Gibson Les Paul fan page. Nope. Thank God I found it right here.
Okay, I dig that, though.
It's like a top. It's like a full-blown carved top, and where the bridge is, they carve it up just a little bit so you could put in the little bone bridge. Is that not just weird looking? It's cool, but weird, but cool, but odd, but like, yeah, doesn't that just kind of like a...
It's a AAA flame maple Gibson Les Paul acoustic without the PAFs. I kind of dig that.
Isn't that just weird?
It is.
And that just kind of I was like, I seen that the other day and I was like, I need to show this to Jim. I wonder what he would think of this.
What was the acoustic we were looking at last week that had the electric acoustic we were
oh man.
You remember? That kind of had that same. Maybe it was Gibson.
It did. I can't remember. Might have been Epiphone. It might have been. No, it was
that off-brand company.
Yeah, it was an offer. I have to do some dirty laundry about that one to figure that one out. But still. No, but they had something going on. I remember it now. Remember us talking about it, but I don't remember the brand name. Check out later episodes if you guys want to get that brand name. Thank you guys for checking us out on YouTube. Whenever you do that, and if you're listening on our podcast feed, you guys are our backbone. You guys are the reason why we're here. You guys are the reason why we're here at episode 101. Thank you guys very much. If you haven't learned anything on this show,
it was definitely by accident.
Guys, big, small, one and all, we got it here for you on the Guitar Pirates Podcast. Every week, your weekly music news, guitar gear, and facial hair support club show. I've been your host, Josh Jones.
I've been your co-host, Jim Steger.
Shout out to Greenbeard, Meanbeard, Analog Pedals, and Franklin Straps. Thank you guys so much. Without you guys, we would just be lame as hell. Until next time, shake it. Don't bake it, baby.
Later.
Well, don't touch my hair.